He was the first hip hop dude to do clothes. That's just facts on facts on stacks on flex on tracks.
He still got
Cartoon.
bars. 2 Live Crew.
No, we getting there.
Let's go to 2 Live
go
Crew. We
through
can
the
get
good
back
stuff
to the
and then we can get to the drama.
What happened with 2 Live Crew?
You know,
See, you go.
That's a good story.
no, what
And I
happened
think
was,
if you're trying to go in order, this is probably this might be in chronological order.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You know, so explain.
we did BET with the girls.
Explain that part.
And
The girls being Salt-N-Pepa.
Salt-N-Pepa. Yeah, we was on one of the shows. It might have been video, something like that.
One of them shits.
And the question came up about girls being used,
objectified.
Objectified.
And, you know that
We
music
didn't
was
say
popping
a
off.
word.
No.
It was Salt and them. Salt, I believe in particular, is one or all of them. They had every right to feel a certain way about women being portrayed in that way. So we were guilt by association. You know what I'm saying? We didn't say a word. So when Luke wanted to go in on the situation, talking about the girls first, then he went and said what he said about us.
Right. He
But
had
what was our term for? Because I didn't get mad at it. It was true what he said about
let
me.
me do it in order. Like
He said hoe ass.
No,
play.
wait,
I
that wasn't the first one.
good.
That wasn't how it started at first. At first, to react to that, Luke he used to have this record on a lot of his old albums and cassettes. It was called I Ain't. And basically, he was just like talking. They had a beat playing in the background. He's just talking. He's not rhyming and nothing. He's just talking about that he don't like.
Right.
Nah, like that. So then he said some shit about us, and it was like, hold up. I said, yo, motherfuckers talking shit about us. We didn't even say nothing that day. You know, we were in the back chuckling about something else. You know, but it had nothing to do with that. But he kind of, you know, he jumped on us. So I think we had an album coming up. So we wrote something. We wrote something about him called
album?
Next Question.
It was called Next Question.
It was called Next Question that Pete Rock produced, and we dealt with Vanilla Ice. A hammer and
those
Luke.
were DISS records.
Totally DISS records.
Okay.
Yeah, them shits was hot back then. And
Yeah,
I was like that. Right? So we just, we boomed them, we boomed them out. We was talking about Luke, we was talking about Dane, we was talking about all that, right? And then we put that out on one of our albums. And then the next record that Luke came out about us was called Kid and Hoe Ass Play. And they just talking about us like a dog. Like, eat my niggas. And what is Kid and Play supposed to do to combat that? That's like, I'm thinking, you know what, we might gotta squash this because
They was on street time.
they was on street time. They was on pause. You need to pause. But what ended up happening was, luckily, we had so many kind of common friends, and that's how that ended up getting deaded. But there was times when we were like running to each other at airports, and he got his.
I never saw him one. It makes it so crazy. I just met him for the first time like this year or the end of last year.
Well,
we did a thing together, and I walked by his thing. His dancers wanted to take a picture with me. And he popped out, and we both said, "Hey, that's right. We never met each other, shook hands." I just seen him recently for the BET
He was there.
thing we just did.
He was
Ran
there.
into him there.
He was there.
So I had never saw him, but when I heard the term hoe ass play, I was like, "Yeah, I'm a hoe." I'm there, you know what I'm saying?
No, but pussy ass kid. No, I don't like that. No.
That I understand. You know,
You
like
didn't
that.
hear a
But-
story about you and this dancer situation, you stripping somebody, putting them in the elevator and.
Oh, okay. You talking about peekaboo? Oh, you talking about peekaboo? Okay, so when we were on
what?
When we were
Wait
on,
for it.
That was Kid and Play Antics, or the crew, all of us as a crew.
yeah, this is when we were on those Public Enemy tours with Public Enemy and Heavy D and Digital Underground, and I think Kwame was on some of those tours, and we were, and there were always lots of
pranks,
that you could get into.
Antics.
So I think and this footage is available. It's online. Like at one point there was I think it was one of Kwame's dancers, this guy named Peekaboo, he was always getting into some shit. He was always like, pranking So everybody was just like, yo, today, this bill comes due. So we're walking, we going, and we know where he's at, we know what room he's in, we know what dressing room he's in, whatever. So on our way there, we come past Tupac. And Tupac was always down for whatever. He's like, yo, what's going on? What y'all doing? We said, man, we getting ready to hem this motherfucker up right there. He's like, ooh. He was down for whatever. He ain't got nothing to do with it. But that was his vibe. He was like, his beef was your beef. And that was one of the beautiful things about him. But it was always like, that could be a dangerous thing too. But not that day. We just like, yo, we finna get this dude. So sure enough, we go.
I'm sorry.
We go and we get the dude, and I think we stripped him naked, and then we threw him in the elevator and sent him back to the lobby.
Remember, cats wore boots and stuff. Then we take off our things and like.
Oh, we beat his ass. We beat his ass. We beat his ass with like Doc Martens.
Exactly.
Whatever we were wearing at the time.
Yeah.
Beat his ass butt naked, then put him on the elevator, sent him back to the lobby, and said.
What did he do that he violated so hard?
Nah, man,
Back then we were
annoying,
looking for reasons to get
man,
into
annoying, man.
Like we had this other thing called when you got with whoever got with the woman that was the least attractive of the girls you saw that night, because it was always every night getting with some girls.
Take a loss for the
So
team.
whoever was with the one that looked the ugliest, sorry women, that we had this thing, that was when Batman was popular, like first Batman movie.
We
had an all-black shirt with the Batman thing
because
on
an ugly girl or whatever, if they called up, yo, that's a bat. You fucking bats.
I was going to go.
Bats,
Matter of fact, the whole thing was wombat. She was a wombat.
Yeah, but bat was up in there.
Yeah. So we had this shirt with the Batman logo on it in yellow, and whoever was with who we considered the worst looking one that night had to wear that shirt for 24 hours on the entire tour, but one day for 24 hours.
24 hours.
The shirt could not be washed.
So who had the ugly?
So the next day,
yo, this is a 40-day tour.
Exactly. So you had to wear that shirt. So whoever the next one. So as this shirt is getting mustier and whatever.
No, wait. And the other part is, for that 24 hours, your name was Batman.
Oh, that's
like,
right.
you can't call this motherfucking name, right? So guess what? I never got the shirt.
Yeah, here we go.
He got the shirt.
He got the shirt.
He got the shirt. He wasn't happy about it. But he had to put that crispy.
Listen to this. Everybody else that was part of the crew. They were doing the crew stuff. I had to wear it on a day where I had to do the show.
We had a show.
So I couldn't wear the normal stuff that we would normally wear, the flamboyant stuff.
Batman shirt.
I had to wear the Batman shirt. All sweated up and funky already. I am sweating it up.
We in town in front of like 10, 20,000 people, and he's like, yo, kid, what we gonna do tonight? I said, I don't know, Batman. What the fuck are we gonna do?
My name in the show as well. I'm not playing anymore. In the rhymes, I'm
Batman.
All of this stuff. That was a crazy stuff.
Batman.
It was all kinds of antics and just crazy fun stuff. Yo, we were out there. But that Batman shirt. Now, by the time that tour ended, that shirt, you could put it, and it stood up on its own. That's how funky and cruddy and stuff it was. It was crazy.
You wasn't allowed to wash it, and you got it.
And to sleep in it, and everything. 24 hours. 24 hours.
Who came up with that game? Who came up with that?
I don't know, but
Don't ask me.
Everybody started adding rules on top of it.
Yeah. We had, that was shit. Yeah, I mean, he's back.